and wanted to be as far away from his parents' bedroom as possible, especially after a couple of years of having his own cell-like room at the school, where he could be completely alone for every hour he wasn't in the classroom or the shared bathroom. His dad had helped him carry the bed, desk, and dresser, and Vish had done the rest. Most of the posters he'd collected as a kid didn't make it. Just the crow and a collage he'd made of players from guitar magazines. "Should ditch that poster," he muttered. Danny and Matt Pearson, his old best friends, used to watch The Crow at least once every weekend and would have loved to take it off his hands. But to give them the poster, he'd have to see them, and that was something he didn't plan to do until school started. Vish didn't want to see anyone he used to know until he really, really had to. In his former room, he had a few photos of Danny, Matt, and himself goofing off at the mini golf course at Scandia, and on their cousin's boat pinned up next to the guitarist collage above Eddie Van Halen's head. These photos now lived in a drawer. Through the vent, Vish could smell coffee, eggs with the kinds of spices his dad liked, and the blender making one of the 2 smoothies a day his mother drank. Vish still hated breakfast, and now that he was back home, Angie was starting up again with her requests for him to eat something proper to start the day. But just like at boarding school, where they couldn't force him to eat anything he didn't want to, Vish intended to keep eating an apple each morning, at most. He put on pants and grabbed a Megadeth shirt that his mother hoped he would lose someday soon. As he pulled the shirt on over his head, Vish looked into the mirror over his dresser. Outside the window, just at the level of the sill where a potted plant would be if Vish had plants in his room, was a human head. Vish whirled around, too scared to yell, and the head was soon joined by shoulders and 2 hands, held up in a gesture that was supposed to look calming, but just looked panicked. It was Matt Pearson, sweaty, his curly hair hanging lank around his face. He was wearing a dark gray t-shirt, which was a mistake on such a hot day. He looked like he'd walked through a car wash before getting to Vish's house. Vish cranked open the window. Matt spoke into the screen.
"You got taller, but not much."
"What are you doing here, man? Watching me change?"
"How could I see you changing with how dirty this window is, dude?"
Matt asked. He usually insulted before apologizing, a habit that Vish had picked up too, according to his mom.
"Sorry I snuck up on you. I went to your old window and you weren't there, so I was just..."
"Spying? It's weird, Matt."
"What's weird is you ignoring Danny and me."
"Keep it down," Vish said. "And where is Danny? He better not be bugging my mom."
"Yeah, I decided to sneak down here and crawl in your window to make sure not to bother your parents while Danny knocked on the front door."
Vish stared through the screen. If Matt was waiting for a laugh, Vish wasn't going to provide it.
"He's not here. He's home practicing drums. And I didn't come here to bug you. You want me to go away and leave you alone? Just tell me. I'll let Danny know. Anyway, can we talk for 5 minutes without the screen here? Smells like rust."
Vish hooked his fingers into the little plastic tabs on the inside of the screen, using them to pull the springs that kept it lodged in the window frame flat. The screen gently popped off and came inward. Vish waved Matt in. The window was low to the ground, but Vish still had to help pull Matt over the ledge. Matt had one leg shorter than the other. Not by much, but that and a few other what he called skeleton things made it uncomfortable for him to stand around or run, and it made it a bit more difficult to climb in an open window. Soon, Matt was sitting in a sweaty pile on the desk. His baggy black t-shirt and cargo shorts made him look like a heap of laundry with a small human lost inside of it. "I'm getting a ride downtown soon," Vish said. "I don't really have time."
"Good. Maybe now you're in a rush, you can finally tell me the truth."
Matt took off his glasses and tried to polish them with his t-shirt before putting them back on. "About what?"
"Just say you're pissed at us. Say it. Because Danny and me know you are."